All right, get ready to dive deep into the world of Amazon KDP.
You asked for it.
We've got a fascinating case study for you today.
A popular YouTuber named Tomass, who's making serious bank on KDP.
And we're talking about some eye-popping numbers here.
We'll break down his income report
Unpack his strategies.
and give you actionable takeaways to level up your own KDP game.
First, though, who is this Tomass guy and why should we listen to him?
Well, he's not some overnight sensation.
Yeah.
Tomass has been self-publishing for over 9 years.
Wow, so he's seen it all.
Exactly. He's weathered the storms, adapted to the algorithm changes.
Learn what works, what doesn't.
He's also the creator of BookBeam, a software that helps authors navigate the KDP landscape.
Okay, so he's got the experience and the tool.
Definitely. But here's the kicker.
Hit me.
This guy made $315,000 in just 1 month on Amazon KDP
Hold on. You're saying he made over 300 grand
in a single month.
from selling books on Amazon?
Yep.
Okay, I'm officially intrigued. But let's be real.
Clear.
Not everyone can just replicate that kind of success overnight.
Absolutely not. And Tomass is very upfront about that.
So it's not some get-rich-quick scheme.
Definitely not.
Okay, good. I'm all about sustainable success, not flash-in-the-pan fads. So let's break down his approach. What's his secret sauce?
Well, he doesn't call it secret sauce.
Math?
He calls it the 3 pillars of KDP success.
Ooh, I like it. Pillar number 1.
Finding a killer niche.
Okay, niche selection. That's crucial. But how does he define a killer niche?
Think high demand
Lots of people searching for it.
and the potential to climb high in Amazon's bestseller rank, or BSR.
So not some obscure category that only 3 people care about?
Right. He's not afraid of competition.
Yeah.
In fact, he often targets popular, even competitive niches
So how does he stand out in a crowded market?
by producing an exceptional product, which brings us to pillar number 2.
I was going to say, what good is a hot niche if your book is a dud?
Exactly. We're talking about crafting an amazing book.
Okay, break it down for me. What makes a book amazing in the KDP world?
An eye-catching cover that screams, "Pick me up." High-quality formatting and editing. And most importantly,
You're on the edge of my seat.
content that's so good it leaves readers raving and hitting that 5-star button.
Makes sense. So you're competing against potentially thousands of other books.
Every element needs to be top-notch to grab attention and convert those clicks into sales.
Okay, so we've got the niche, the book. What's the final pillar that holds this whole KDP empire together?
Marketing.
I knew it. Everyone talks about marketing, but it feels like a black hole sometimes.
And that's where Tomass gets really specific.
Give me the goods.
His primary weapon of choice is Amazon ads.
Right, Amazon ads. Everyone's doing them, but how do you actually make them work for you and not just drain your bank account?
He emphasizes understanding the mechanics,
Mechanics.
how clicks and conversions translate into sales within Amazon's ecosystem.
Okay, so it's about being strategic, not just throwing money at ads and hoping for the best.
He's all about data-driven decisions.
I like the sound of that. But let's be honest, a lot of KDP advice out there pushes this quantity over quality myth.
The idea that if you churn out enough books, something's bound to stick.
Exactly. What does Tomass have to say about that?
He calls BS.
Uh-huh. I love his style.
He says spreading yourself too thin results in mediocre products and weak sales.
So quality trumps quantity.
Always. And he has the data to prove it.
Ah.
In his income report, he revealed that just 3 of his books generated a whopping 75% of his total income.
That's insane. So the 80-20 principle in action, a small percentage of your efforts often yield the most significant results.
Precisely.
So the takeaway here is focus our energy on creating fewer but truly exceptional books that have the potential to become bestsellers.
Exactly. And speaking of investment, Tomass is very upfront about the fact that building a successful KDP business takes more than just wishful thinking.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
He's a big advocate for investing in yourself, whether that's learning new skills, utilizing helpful softwares like,
BookBeam.
BookBeam, or even just consistently refining your craft.
So no magic button, just good old-fashioned hard work and smart strategy.
It's about committing to the process and being willing to put in the effort.
I like his style. Now, you mentioned earlier that he primarily publishes what's considered medium content. What exactly does that mean?
It refers to books that strike a balance between text and illustrations.
So not purely text-heavy like a novel, but not just blank pages like a simple notebook either.
Exactly, a hybrid approach. Think activity books, journals with prompts.
Okay, so it's about finding that sweet spot where your skills and interests align with what people are actually looking for.
And he stresses that this isn't a rigid rule.
Oh, good. So no need to pigeonhole ourselves.
Not at all. What matters most is understanding current market trends.
Identifying where you can create a high-quality product that meets a genuine demand.
And of course, always, always emphasizing quality.
He keeps hitting on this quality thing. It's clearly the golden thread throughout all his strategies.
It is. And you know what?
What?
That commitment to quality really shines through, especially when you look at his approach to the holiday season.
Ah, yes, Q4, the time when everyone's scrambling for gifts and online sales go through the roof.
And Tomass has figured out how to ride that wave like a pro.
So spill the beans. What's his secret to maximizing those holiday profits?
First of all, he says Q4 is absolutely critical for maxing out your KDP income.
But here's the thing.
Hit me.
If you're only starting to think about well, Q4, you've already missed the boat.
Big time. Launching a book in December is basically too late to capitalize on that holiday rush.
So what's the game plan then? When should we be prepping for this holiday bonanza?
He advocates for a long game approach.
Yeah.
Producing your books in Q1.
The first quarter of the year.
Launching them in the spring or summer.
And using that time to build up a solid base of reviews.
By the time the holiday season rolls around, your books are primed and ready.
Makes sense. You're essentially building momentum throughout the year and then riding that wave of demand when Q4 hits.
Exactly. And this forward-thinking approach applies to his Amazon ad strategy as well.
Oh. So Q4 ads are different.
A whole different ballgame.
How so?
Everything intensifies. Higher traffic, more valuable clicks, and ultimately more conversions.
So what might have been a mediocre ad campaign in the off-season could become a goldmine during the holidays.
Precisely. But that also means you need to be more adaptable, more responsive.
Constantly testing, analyzing data, making quick adjustments. So being able to pivot quickly is essential during that crucial Q4 period.
Absolutely. And he has a really interesting point about budgeting.
Okay, budgeting, that's always a tricky one.
He says one of the biggest mistakes people make is blowing their entire ad budget too early in the season.
So don't go all in on Black Friday and then have nothing left for the actual Christmas rush. Pace yourself.
Exactly. Be mindful of cash flow, especially considering that Amazon payouts are often delayed.
Strategically allocating that budget throughout the season.
With a focus on that peak period between December 12th and 19th.
Okay, save those ad dollars for the final push. Got it. Anything else we should be aware of when it comes to maximizing Q4?
This one might surprise you.
Okay, I'm ready.
Tomass suggests that while the U.S. marketplace is obviously huge, there's a whole world of opportunity waiting to be tapped in foreign markets.
You mean like translating our books and selling them in other countries?
Exactly. He points out that while the U.S. market dominated his results this year, foreign marketplaces often have less competition, more affordable ad costs.
So venturing beyond the U.S. could potentially unlock a whole new level of income.
It definitely has that potential. He suggests starting with the easy wins.
Which are?
English-speaking markets like Canada and the UK.
Okay, less of a language barrier there.
Then, if you're feeling adventurous, you can explore translations to open up bigger markets like Germany, France, Italy, Spain.
Wow, that's a lot to think about.
Weighing the potential of each market against the investment required for translation and managing those multiple storefronts.
This is a lot to digest.
It is, but it's exciting.
Right, it is.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show there's a lot more to success on Amazon KDP than just writing a book and hoping for the best.
It's a business.
A business that requires a strategic approach, a commitment to quality, and a willingness to learn and adapt. Okay, my head is spinning with all this amazing info. We've talked about finding a hot niche, crafting a killer book, marketing like a pro, but how do we actually make this happen? What are the tools, the tactics?
Well, you just touched on one of his key tools.
What, BookBeam?
Yeah, the software he created.
Right, BookBeam, we mentioned it earlier.
It's like a secret weapon for KDP publishers.
But what does it actually do?
Think of it this way. It's like having a crystal ball that shows you the future of KDP.
Okay, I'll listen.
You can see emerging trends, spot profitable niches, and even spy on your competitors.
Okay, hold on.
It lets you analyze market data, track keywords, and see what's actually selling.
So instead of blindly guessing, you can make data-driven decisions.
Exactly. You're not just throwing darts in the dark.
So with BookBeam, you can be more strategic about niche selection, content creation, and even marketing.
It's all about staying ahead of the curve.
He did mention trends dying, didn't he? That was a little scary.
It's the reality of any market, especially online publishing.
But with the right tools, you can ride those waves instead of getting wiped out.
You got it. You want to be the trendsetter, not the trend follower.
Now, you mentioned Tomass is big on giftability during Q4. What exactly does that mean?
It's about tapping into that holiday spirit.
Thinking about books that people would actually want to give as gifts.
Exactly. Think about it. What kinds of books do people give as presents?
Kids' books, definitely.
Yes.
Maybe some fun joke books, trivia.
Things that have broad appeal, evoke a sense of fun or shared experience,
It's about understanding those holiday shoppers, what motivates them.
and crafting a narrative that resonates with their desires.
It seems like we need to wear our marketing hats even when we're writing the book itself.
Exactly. Think about how you can highlight that giftability factor in your book description.
Not just listing features, but painting a picture of how this book can enhance someone's holiday experience.
It's subtle but important.
We're not just selling a product, we're selling an experience.
And during the holidays, experiences are gold.
This all ties back to that data-driven approach, doesn't it? Understanding the market, the trends, even the psychology of the buyer.
You're getting it. Success on KDP isn't about luck
It's about calculated decisions.
and a deep understanding of what makes people tick.
Now, I know we talked about foreign markets earlier, but I'm still a little hesitant.
I guess
Translating my books, managing multiple marketplaces, it seems like a lot.
it can be.
But Tomass makes it sound so enticing with that lower competition and cheaper ads.
The potential is definitely there.
But where do you even begin?
He suggests starting small.
Like with those English-speaking markets, Canada, the UK,
Exactly. Dip your toes in the water, see how it feels.
then maybe branch out from there.
If you're ready for the next level, consider translating your books into other languages.
Opening up those European markets.
Think about it. Germany, France, Italy, Spain, all potential gold mines.
It's like unlocking a whole new world of readers.
Exactly. And
But yeah, there's always some
don't just jump in blindly.
research those markets.
Understand the cultural nuances.
What works in the US might not work in another country.
And don't forget about the practical side of things.
Like actually getting the translations done.
Finding reliable translators is key.
And managing all those different storefronts.
It can get overwhelming.
Which is why Tomass talks about building a team, right?
Even a small team can make a huge difference.
So maybe outsourcing some of those tasks like translations, keyword research for those foreign markets.
Maybe even managing those international ad campaigns.
It's about freeing up your time and energy.
So you can focus on your core strength.
Writing, creating, strategizing.
And having the bandwidth to think big picture.
It sounds like scaling a KDP business to this level requires a whole new mindset.
You have to let go of that solopreneur mentality.
And embrace the power of collaboration.
Trusting others to help you reach your goals.
Which brings us back to something we talked about earlier. Investing in yourself.
And that investment can take many forms.
It could be learning new skills like effective delegation. Or maybe investing in tools that streamline your workflow.
It's about constantly seeking ways to improve.
And level up not just your own skill set.
But also your ability to build and manage a high-performing team.
It's a whole different ballgame.
But the potential rewards are immense.
This is all so inspiring, but let's get real for a second.
What's up?
What about those times when things don't go as planned?
The inevitable setbacks and challenges.
Exactly. How do we deal with those moments when we feel like giving up?
That's where mindset comes in.
You mentioned Tomass talks about viewing challenges as opportunities for growth.
It's all about having a growth mindset.
So instead of getting discouraged by setbacks, we should see them as learning experiences.
Each challenge is a chance to learn, adapt, refine our approach.
It's about embracing the process of continuous improvement. It's about embracing the process of continuous improvement.
Remember, you're not alone in this.
Yeah, the KDP community is full of supportive and inspiring people.
Fellow authors, mentors, even just friends and family who understand the journey.
They can offer encouragement, share their own experiences, and help you stay motivated. It's about surrounding yourself with people who believe in you.
Even when you're doubting yourself.
Because let's be honest, those moments of self-doubt are inevitable.
They are. But the key is to not let them derail you.
So it's about building a support system, reframing negative thoughts, and celebrating those small wins along the way.
It all adds up.
This has been amazing.
We've covered so much ground.
From the technical aspects of KDP to the mindset needed for success.
And it's clear that Tomass's journey is an inspiration.
But it's not just about replicating his exact steps.
It's about taking those principles and applying them to our own unique situations,
Finding our own path
our own voice.
and creating something truly special.
I think that's what makes KDP so exciting,
It's a platform that empowers anyone with an idea
to share their stories with the world.
and potentially build a thriving business.
But it's not just about the money,
It's about the impact we can make
the lives we can touch.
through the power of words.
And that's something worth striving for.
Okay, I'm ready for the final round of KDP wisdom. One thing that really stuck with me was how Tomass talked about his top 3 books generating the lion's share of his income.
It's a classic example of the 80-20 principle, right?
Totally, but what's interesting is he didn't just stop there.
He dug deeper.
Yeah, he wanted to understand why those books were such heavy hitters.
Exactly. Was it the niche, the cover design? Were they particularly giftable?
Uncovering those whys feels crucial.
Like finding hidden treasure.
And I'm guessing data analysis plays a big role here.
Absolutely. Tomass tracks everything. Sales figures, ad performance, customer reviews.
So you're saying data can reveal those hidden gems that help us replicate success.
It's like having a roadmap instead of just wandering around aimlessly.
Love that analogy. But data can be overwhelming sometimes. Where do you even start?
Ask the right questions. What keywords are driving sales? What are the common themes in positive reviews? The answers are often hidden in plain sight.
Okay, so data is key. But let's talk about something a little less tangible. Mindset.
Ah, yes, the mental game of KDP.
Tomass mentioned viewing challenges as opportunities for growth. How do we actually DO that when we're facing rejection or setbacks?
It's about cultivating a growth mindset,
Which means,
embracing those challenges as learning experiences.
so instead of saying, I'm failing, we should say, I'm learning.
It's a subtle shift, but powerful. Each setback is a chance to adapt, refine, and come back stronger.
I love that. But let's be honest, staying motivated when you're hitting those roadblocks can be tough. Any tips?
Build a strong support system.
You mean like other authors, mentors?
Exactly. Surround yourself with people who understand this journey. They can offer encouragement, advice, and remind you why you started in the first place.
It's like having a team of cheerleaders in your corner.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because, let's face it, those moments of self-doubt are inevitable.
they are. So we need those cheerleaders to remind us of our awesomeness.
Exactly. Celebrate those small wins, no matter how tiny they seem.
It's all about progress, not perfection, right?
You got it.
Wow, this has been an incredible deep dive.
I agree.
We've covered so much ground: niche selection, book production, marketing, mindset.
Tomass' journey is a testament to what's possible when you combine data-driven strategy with a passion for creating exceptional content.
It's not just about following a formula. It's about finding your own unique path
Your own voice.
and sharing it with the world.
And who knows, maybe you'll be the next KDP rock star we feature on this show.
That's a great thought. So to all our listeners out there, remember, you have the power to create something amazing.
Find your passion, hone your craft, embrace the adventure.
And never underestimate the impact of a well-crafted book.
Until next time, happy publishing.